Hey guys, I'm the Lockpicking Patrolman, and the lock that I've got today is this American 5200 series GMK model, which is the United States government model padlock. It's made out of a hardened body. I'm not sure exactly what the metal actually is. However, it feels fairly tough, maybe a cross between steel and brass. However, it doesn't feel nearly as soft as like this brass Avis 83 does. Anyway, I got this lock and another one just like it. Very kindly gifted to me by a fellow lockpicking subreddit user, To Moose Was Loose. He and I had gone in on an eBay purchase together a while back, in which I got the American VT100 that I featured in one of my videos earlier. The government model, American 5200, required that the core contain at least one anti-bump pin, and that it was also key retaining, meaning that you can't pull the key out until you latch the shackle back in, and then you can turn it. There's really no spring tension on the core at all, as you can see. The shackle is spring-loaded, but if you look at the bitting, it's actually fairly good bitting. Couple low cuts followed by a couple high cuts. The reason why this lock and the other one exactly like it sent to me have not shown up earlier than now is that they are pretty difficult to pick. However, I believe I've figured out the secret. And what we're going to do is go top of the keyway and use some fairly heavy tension there. And then I'm going to reach in and go straight for pin number 4, which is the anti-bump pin. And we're going to try to get a good click out of him. And the way that I know I've gotten enough tension to start with on this particular lock is when I can hit that anti-bump pin and hear a good solid click out of it. And let's see here. There we go. I believe that was actually pin 5. I may have gotten, see there's, okay, let me just reset it, rake it out real quick. All right, now let's give it a shot. All right, good heavy tension on the core. Reach in, go for pin number 4. There we go. Good solid click off of 4. Reach right behind him and go for pin 5. Got a click out of him. Come all the way back up to the front to pin number 1. If I can get on him. Let's see. And there we go. Normally what I've had to do is actually take my tension wrench while I've been picking, and once I think I've got most of the pins set, I'll actually flex it like that a few times and kind of bounce it, and that'll bounce those pins right in there. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this lock taken apart. A few days ago, Lock Noob over in the UK featured another American 5200. However, his 5200 had a riveted core, and as you can see, this one has a standard Phillips screw for the retainer. So we're just gonna pop this out real quick, and it comes apart just like any other Master Lock or American Series lock. These locks, you do want to go ahead and use a shim. Let's see, there's my shim. That's it there. Go ahead and slide this in the core. And that's just because this core has a little ring around the back of it. There is no C-clip on it. It is a crimped core, and I have previously removed this core and kind of straightened out the crimps in it just to aid with this video. And also the regular follower that I would use for this core actually drags a bit where those crimps would be, as you can see there. So we're going to turn this guy 90 degrees. That way we can overcome the crimps in it. And then I'm going to use my little makeshift follower that I've used before and pop that in there. And maybe I've got it turned the right way, maybe I don't. You know what, guys? For the sake of time, I'm going to use a key to gut it with. And slide this shim in here, otherwise this video will take way too long. Just like take number 1 of this video did. In fact, take number 1 of this video was so long that I couldn't even upload it to YouTube from my trusty old iPhone. So anyway, just kind of wiggle the core around a little bit and wiggle that shim in there to where we know it's in there. And take our follower and see if we can't just shove this guy right on out of the way here. Might would help if I had it lined up just right. There we go. Alright, now let's have a go at it. And we survived. Alright, let's go ahead and get these key pins out of here. Pin 1. No, I'm going to use the key to get these out. Let's see. Pin 1. Pin 2. Nothing really special about these pins at all. Just standard master lock pins. Pin 3. Let's see if we can get pin 4. There we go. Pin 4 is a kind of a short guy. And this lock is still fairly oily and greasy. Just going to turn him around there. And then pin 5, you can see is a longer key pin. And look at that, I really kind of messed up. I guess you saw 2 of these drivers pop out here. All of the drivers, I will go ahead and give you a spoiler, but all of the drivers except for chamber 4 are standard, and they're all the same length. So let me go ahead and see which drivers we've got left in here. Oh, and there was a spring and a driver. I believe that was pin 1. Let me get this spring out of here. He's kind of gumming up the works, so I'll have to replace him later. And I'm just going to go ahead and get this spring out of the way. Maybe he'll stay in there. Alright. Let's see. That was chambers 1, 2, and 3. Pin 4 just fell down through my improvised driver. this isn't really going the way that I planned it to go. But here is the key, so to speak, to everything. That is the anti-bump pin. And I'll move the camera in a little bit closer to where you guys can see everything, hopefully. Let me grab this pin that fell down here in the floor. There he is. Just another standard pin. And you can see the anti-bump pin there is really the one that was giving us some trouble. It's got little ledges on the top and bottom. And that basically is just there to get hung up in the shear line to keep you from bumping the lock open. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you to Moose Was Loose for sending these my way. I will certainly pass them along to other people so that they can have as much pain and suffering as I've had with them. And no, really, they've been quite a blast to pick, and I'm glad that I've finally figured out the key to them. Anyway, if you